right. Video game news. So we got a trailer, and I really like this, to the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, showing Brainiac and everything like that. Now, what's interesting is that I did see some people stating that Gotham Knights is not a part of the Arkham games, but Suicide Squad is. Now, I don't remember all the fan actions. Admittedly, I was watching, and it wasn't because I wasn't interested. There was a lot going on. Like, I had to kind of go in and out, in and out, in and out. So I might have missed a few things. But I made sure I tried to catch as much as I could. Here's what I see, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. We'll start with the Gotham Knights stuff. For Gotham Knights, if that's not a continuation, then why was it Bruce Wayne who did the Black Protocol with Red Hood, who was the Arkham, well, spoilers, who was the Arkham Knight, who was introduced and was Red Hood in the previous game, with Nightwing, who was introduced in the previous game, where he had the one set of suit, and you can clearly see he changed it and has the same similar weaponry and the electricity thing with new tech, just like he said, where Batgirl, who was introduced in the game, who was also Oracle, now is Batgirl, which anything could have happened from there. But she then turned around and has a lot of his tech and doing stuff. It looks like that Bruce from the previous game with the scars and stuff, which I got a funny feeling that when we saw that one talent break out, that might be Bruce. Because they do have the sarcophagus things you see in Court of Owls. That's them taking warriors and doing it and pretty much reanimating the dead, who are great warriors. And who is greater than Bruce? Batman. But Tim Drake, who is also Robin in another game of the previous Arkham games, who hacks the satellite. Like, are you seeing where I'm going with this? Why it doesn't make sense to say that it's not a part of that series, but every single thing of introduction and what they do leads to being a part of that series? I still think the Fear Toxin one is Damian Wayne, by the way. Now, let's talk about the Suicide Squad trailer. First off, I loved it. I loved how they did her Harley thing. I didn't care. When people say it's a part of the Arkham series, now maybe they said it, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I kind of chopped in and out because I was dealing with like parent stuff, so I was kind of like having it play, but I was also doing stuff, so I had to go tune in and out when I was helping. If you go back and you watch Suicide Squad's first cartoon movie, not Hell to Pay, but the first one, that's based in the Arkham games. Openly, they say it. King Shark was a big dude with a metal mouth. He had like some shark qualities, but it was more tech based. King Shark in this looks more along the lines of like an Aquaman thing. He also had the Samoan tattoos, which I thought was a nice touch. He wasn't as simple. Like in the Suicide Squad movie, King Shark was very simple. Very, I'm this way. Whoa, ho, ho. Rah, rah, rah. Kind of like. And more like a cannibal man guy versus an actual shark. Another thing. Deadshot in this game is black. If it was a part of the Arkham series, Deadshot would be white. Because in Suicide Squad, the cartoon movie from Arkham, and I'm only saying this because I see a lot of people starting to say this. Like I shouldn't say a lot of people. I'm starting to see chatter. So I want to correct the chatter. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a comment on someone else's video that said this too. Because I started seeing the chatter. Amanda Waller, and like I said, spoiler alerts, at the end of that movie, Lawton had, or Deadshot had his gun like that on her. I don't think she made it. So, Deadshot, that's a part of the Arkham series, went from being white to black. And King Shark went from being a guy who's more of a tech, looked like a cannibal, kind of similar thing, who was big, who had like a mutation, to an actual shark man. That's very inconsistent since that movie does take place in the Arkham universe and it specifically says it takes place in the Arkham universe. So I just wanted to point that out there. Now, I love the play styles. It did feel a little Fortnite-y, how they do their brightness, but you know what? Who cares? Popular. I loved the boomerang. Ah, how? Like he has such a crazy accent for being Australian. I like the fact that Captain Boomerang's thing, he throws the boomerang and he goes to the boomerang. Um, I like that Harley does the thing with the she shoots, but she's using a grappling hook. King Shark hops around like the Hulk, and Deadshot has like a rocket pack that has the two guns here and the tech and the shooting. And I think I talked about it before, so I just wanted to kind of recap that. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, so I kind of just wanted to talk about those things that when I'm seeing that chatter, it doesn't make sense to me when you compare it to what's there versus the lines that lead up. So yeah, I really like the Suicide Squad thing. I don't know if they're going to add more characters to it, but you do see a playstyle. I don't know if they're going to take out Superman. I don't know what's happening. But if you see the playstyle, Harley seems to be more athletic. Like, while What's Boomerang seems to be more of the speed guy, which you know he's a Flash villain, so maybe they captured a little of the Speed Force, so he could tap into it. But I like that his boomerang can hit people, and when he did his one boomerang, it dropped bombs, and he could do it. So he's like a mobile hitter, where Harley's more of the agile hopping around, where he's more of a hit and run kind of guy. King Shark seems to be more of the muscle. Like I seen him pull out blades, and he had a big gun, and this has more of a run and gun feel, and he seems more like that where he covers a lot of the muscle, and then you see Deadshot, who seems to cover more of the aerial, and he's kind of like the far guy. So where he's like the most distant. So really good setup, nice thing. I don't know if you're gonna get more characters, but the 4 started. It did actually look, and so the Gotham Knights looked a little bit smoother than from what I've touched a little on the Avengers game, because Avengers, from what I've seen so far, and I'm going to be really trying to play it up this week. That's also why you're going to see me post a little less, because I'm dedicating some time to it. It just seems a little bit more, how can I say, certain characters got worked on more than the others. So this looks good. I like the games. DC knocked it out the park. And what I seen in Marvel, all of a sudden, 5 days, we're getting New Mutants, which I was like, huh. Interesting response. This is the Geek Protagonist. You stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. And I'll see you in the next one. Like I said, don't worry, you'll get some videos, but I got to put focus and do some things. See ya. Hey, thank you for visiting my channel. This is the Geek Protagonist. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please, it'll really help me out in the channel if you actually share these videos, if you like what I'm doing. Please hit that bell notification. Hit it, click. This way you won't miss any of my videos. Also, there's a thing on there that says personal and all. Hit the all. This way you'll get them every time for the notifications. I'm trying to, grow, trying to do commentary about what's going on. And I want to thank you again. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay real. This is the Geek Protagonist. I'm out, and I'll see you.